guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back. It's podcast number 2. Podcast number 2. Numero dos.
Number 2.
Coming at you live. Just a little wrap up from last week. We took a look at some of the data analytics from our viewers. Just kind of break it down by race and geographical region
and gender. We kind of looked at everything.
And that's one that might be a little bit tough in the future because there's a lot of
and we're fine with that.
Yeah,
I love looking through statistics.
Yeah, I love looking through unlimited amount of genders because it really makes my job easier to look at the data. But just kind of with the chaos that's going over in Europe and Asia, regrettably we had to block viewing privileges to those continents as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
We hate to do it off the bat. But we don't want to be associated with anything like that.
It's one of those things where right now it's best for us and them that we stay out of their mess, they stay out of ours.
Exactly.
And if they change, they might get their viewership.
Yeah, it's just something that they kind of forced our hand, really, and
it wasn't our choice. Mm-mm. It really wasn't, and it's something that we're proud of and something that we're going to stick with.
We want to stand up for what we believe in.
And I'll be honest with you guys, we received offers of we received some money from those areas, and we had to turn it down because it's just the right thing to do right now.
Mm-hmm. We don't want any skeletons in the closet for any future sponsors. But yeah, and then also we got word a lot of far right and left activists down in the southern states. So we kind of blocked off privileges to that as well, just kind of focusing more on the coastal regions.
Yep.
We're coastal boys, so we just kind of wanted to do that. So if you have a friend that's in Missouri, let him know why he is unable to see our content anymore.
Yeah. And maybe let him know that it's his fault and
maybe he should step up in his community and
just
do a little bit more.
Yeah, just make some changes. That's all we're asking.
It's not a big, just, live and let love is what we say around here. And then just a little bit of bad news here from WFF. I don't know if you wanted to take reign on that.
Essentially, our headquarters might be relocating to a place we are unsure of right now.
Just a little note: we both kind of bunked up into this studio because of the lack of income.
But I don't regret my decisions to torrent some Jimmy Fallon footage from
6.5 terabytes.
Well, it was like the 2007 to 2009. Kind of when he was at his peak.
His glory years is what they called it, I think, for television,
right,
as a whole.
And so I was trying to, learn from the master, and
we want to pick up the best of the trade here. We want to be the best for you guys,
and I just want to know, I'm trying to learn how to handle this success once it comes, because Fallon and the things he's able to do and the head on his shoulders is just you don't get that from your average late night.
And the rumors about him being like an alcoholic and a woman beater, and the sex trafficking stuff. I
don't buy it.
There's nothing to back that up.
I love Fallon,
and
anyways, there was a reason we were talking about that, not just to praise good old Fallon. We have decided to start a Patreon, which for those of you who don't know is pretty much just like.
If you want to support us, then you can donate, similar to how donations work with escorts, I believe is where the idea kind of spawned from.
I don't have a whole lot of previous history with that type of shenanigans, but I think you do, so you would know. We got the Patreon up and running so that we can keep this whole thing afloat. We know it means a lot to you guys. We
spent a lot of hours doing this for you guys, making this happen, and we also took on another commitment. My little nephew Jason is quite the athlete.
Not so little. Probably a little too many chicken tenders.
No, he's fit and he works out. We've got him in the gym. He's only 9, but the boy can lift more than I can. And
I don't see his knees really making it past 22, 23.
He's going to be healthy. We know where he gets his good genes from. And the bloodline's strong with this family right here. So we've actually taken the liberty of coaching his local team, Youth Association Basketball. So that's kind of taken up a lot of our time right now, in addition to the 60-hour weeks that we're working to get these podcasts out.
So I'm going to be kind of hawking over the defense this year, and
he's a specialist on the team.
I took one look at Jason, and it was clear he's not going to be contributing much to this team. So
no, he's a force.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him in the paint yet because that's where he does most of his body work.
Not much of a body there.
So because of that, and because of the potential FBI fine of $250,000 for the Fallon films that were torrented here, we need this Patreon up and running.
Yeah.
So just to kind of get into that, let's take a look at the tiers. So for our Patreon, we're going to start with our first tier, the old $1 tier for the people that don't have money or are just cheap. So the $1 group is going to be receiving some Cuba Gooding Jr. headshots. If you don't know who that is, he's an African American actor who he recently played OJ in the
phenomenal, absolutely
killed it in the docuseries.
Yeah.
I recently ran into just a kind of almost a warehouse full of these things. And some of them are actually signed, not by Cuba himself, but we kind of took the liberty of looking up his signature and I took a couple classes in forensic writing and sort of try to mimic that just as a little separate side scheme. But you'd honestly really be doing me a favor by taking these off my hands. So
yeah, that comes with a polyester coating, which we actually mistakenly did the signatures on top of that. So a few of them are smeared, but that kind of adds to the experience as well. Good value here, just right out of the gates, and it's Cuba, not Cuba. Mm-hmm. So 8x11s, and you said we have a few other sizes?
Yeah, we have a couple wallet-sized ones as well if you want to bring it into like work to show off to your friends, kind of like how I know a lot of people do with their son or daughter. Just a nice fits easily in the wallet. So
yeah, so mostly 8x11s that we need to move fast because those are taking up space.
Yeah, we need to get them
out. $1.
$1 a month, small, and if you're not cheap, then you go bump up to the $5 a month donation.
Yeah, so what you're getting here for the value of $5 is a thumb drive that its contents are a bit mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Even I don't know what's really on them.
I don't think any of us really know.
Yeah, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's adrenaline, potentially a virus.
Yeah, we had some talks with some computer scientists here at the institution that I am currently going to school at,
Irvine,
and they have installed some Trojan horse virus, I think is what they're called, into some of them. I think it was one out of every like 3 or 4. So if you're into like the adrenaline rush of maybe they're getting some just maybe some good pornography on them, or if you could potentially be ruining your laptop and software that you have.
And I did put some Fallon footage on those, so you're going to get a bit of that.
Yeah, just kind of wanted to circulate that around just so everyone gets a chance to see Fallon at his best.
Yeah. So yeah, $5 and you're getting a thumb drive.
And they're 8 gigs, so
yeah,
the value of the thumb drive itself is already more than $5.
Yeah, so we're probably going to lose money on that one, but
mm-hmm.
this Patreon thing is not really for us; it's for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then to go on to the next one, we have
this is one of my favorites,
the Cosby Show box set DVD. This one is kind of like a buy low, sell high type of scenario because the value of these are on decline due to kind of some peculiar circumstances that I think the case itself surrounding Dr. Huxtable, it's interesting. I don't know if all the facts are out. I don't know if all the women are lying or if just some of them are lying, but because of that, the prices of these have gone down. So if you guys want to kind of use this as an investment to buy them up, and then when kind of the dust is cleared, and then resell them when they're at a higher value.
Yeah, I would say in a few months when the truth comes out, whatever that may be, Cosby will be out and about, and maybe you can get a signed copy of this to put next to your Cuba.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll sign it for you. Just so we're not in contact with Bill, because he is technically he is a rapist right now.
All right, so anyways, moving on to the next tier, doubling up, $20 a month.
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to get is to be part of our T-Mobile family plan. Talk, text, data. What happens is we have 2 of us here. We need 4 more members to complete the group. And
so this one's sort of like a limited crew. So get in fast.
Yep.
This one's been kind of a hassle for me because I'm currently on Verizon and Griffin is on T-Mobile. So I have to transfer, but he doesn't have to do anything. So I'm really doing this one for the fans.
Yeah, and I just want to be clear about this. That's $20 to kind of join the plan, and then monthly it'll be $30. So The $20 doesn't get you much other than guaranteed entrance into our family plan.
And
So $20 and you're with us.
Mm-hmm. And then to double it up again, we have the $40 tier. A lot of you guys have been commenting, you guys should do voiceover work. You guys have radio voices and video faces. We're prepared to record an audiobook, a language of your choice. So Griff and I've just purchased Rosetta Stone with the last of my paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And we're prepared to dive into Portuguese, Italian, whatever they speak in India.
Colombian.
And just any book. Let's keep it under, I say, like 400 pages. We don't have, like we said, we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. I just want to put something up also. If you prefer female voice, I can do that too.
Mm-hmm. He's versatile.
Yeah.
Griffin actually only has one testicle.
Nope.
For those of you guys that don't know.
Nope. Fully loaded.
And the $80 for you?
Yeah, so $80, and it's pretty clear what you get here. You get to watch the podcast live.
Very exciting.
Right out of our studio. That gets you a seat, and you'll probably want to be one of the first ones to claim that seat, as there's not a whole lot out there.
I think we only have 6 and maybe room for one more.
Yeah, maybe one more, and then maybe a few standing room only. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be tough because, it's a 10-hour shoot, 3 hours of prep, and 4 hours of close. So $80 and you might be able to sit and watch us live.
Yep. And next tier, a puppy. And
yeah.
we're excited to bring this one to you guys. It's potentially very allergenic, I've been told. So
not a big deal though.
I mean there's treatments for that stuff. So you could shave it. You can kind of use
nose plugs.
Exactly. Or
just keep it outside. I mean, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, we don't know what the breed is yet, or the size, or any kind of the dimensions or anything. But this is great if you don't want to have kids. It's kind of a big. It's like a training session.
Little side note: they will not be coming with their shots already,
mm-hmm.
so that'll be a thing, and they won't be neutered. So. Yeah. You're going to have to make that decision on your own.
Feel free to keep them that way. You can maybe turn this into kind of a production of your own to breed them. So.
Yeah, so $150 to start your own business. Not a bad deal.
Yeah. And these puppies, the origin of them could be a bit questionable. Most of them are strays. Just to kind of, we want to get the cheapest route possible there.
Yeah.
To make our money back. So, but yeah, great
$150.
puppy. Good for the family.
Yeah.
Get your vaccines. And then the next one, what is this?
So here at the $300 mark, it's kind of a man versus man challenge here, or man versus boy.
This is an Alex versus.
Yeah, so we got Alex versus myself in a cage match.
That doesn't seem fair.
Well, it's going to be fair when we get in the ring.
Well, your fat ass has like 50 pounds on me. How am I supposed to do that? And your reach.
Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't really matter at this point. $300, and we're going to give the audience what they want, which is me pounding you.
Well, not in that.
$300 bucks.
Fight, yeah.
$300 for a fight. And
I'll do it if you have one arm tied behind your back.
No.
I'm not doing it if it's just to let you guys know, don't donate to this one until we okay it, because I have not passed this one.
I'll make sure it happens.
So to get to the next tier, we will come beat the shit out of someone you know for $500. That covers travel expenses for us and
maybe weapons.
And potentially weapons, potentially some legal fees that we may be facing afterwards. We're going to try to keep it low key as we can, but this podcast gets out to the public.
Something else you're potentially getting out of this offer is, if you don't like either of us, maybe you choose someone who's bigger and stronger, and potentially it'll be kind of the opposite way where Alex gets his ass handed to him by someone he doesn't know.
I don't know if I'm willing to lay my behind on the line, but
I would just guess though, if they were to choose someone that they wanted their friend to beat up, it'd probably be you. I respect that.
If there was a fleeing circumstance where we had to kind of get out of there, I'm just gonna say that your 350 pounds is gonna take a lot longer than me to get out. So yeah, we're gonna try to limit this to just the West Coast to keep the expenses kind of lowered for that.
So address, headshot, we'll take care of the rest.
And we'll be there.
Yeah.
And then Griff will take this. This is your.
Oh yeah, so this is one of it's kind of a unique opportunity here. $1,000, and we will attend your child's back to school nights for, you forgot to put it on here, but it was 3 years max. And so this really gives you, it's kind of like a date night for you parents out there. I know it's tough I know these teachers can be a bit of a pain in the rear. And so we'll go there. We'll play the part while you, go bowling with your friends.
And a caveat there, if you're not accepting of people, we are going in as a father-father duo. So
and if you are in that group, reach out to us because I'd like to block you. Because I don't want people.
And you're probably in one of those regions that can't see this.
Yep.
If you're not okay with that.
Yeah. So pretty much we won't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
$1,000 and we'll be your son's gay parents.
All right, and then the next one, Alex.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember this one.
This was kind of a late ad, but a good ad. For $2,000, you get the value of a master's degree, and that, they say knowledge. You can't really put a number on it, but for this, we will put a number, and it's $2,000.
I don't think that this logistically is possible. You can't just sign it over.
No, I've been in touch with some of your academic advisors, and it's going to be a clean cut.
Who'd you talk to?
I
talked to Dr. Farsakian?
No, I talked to his boss. So essentially, what you're going to get for $2,000 is probably worth, I'd say, $80. I don't know how much you've spent.
As
but
goes for the cage match, don't sign up for this one. We are going to make sure the details are ironed out for this because Griffin seemed to got a little trigger happy with the tiers here.
No, this is good.
I worked hard for that Masters, and I'm not ready to give it up to some scumbag that watches a shitty podcast.
It sounds like it really paid off for you, Al.
So for the next tier,
$5,000, and you get to intern here.
I know what you're thinking. $5,000. It's not paid either, the internship, so you're not going to be getting any of that money back.
Yep.
It's.
But what you do get back is experience.
Exactly. It's an investment into yourself.
And exposure.
Exactly. And we could be your mentor, but there's no guarantees. We don't have experience with this, so we're not parents or anything. We might be shitty people to you.
Kind of like you're on the roster, but you're probably, fetching the.
You're probably a six man.
Yeah, like you'll get me the sunflower seeds when I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. You'll get me a Gatorade when I'm thirsty.
And you'll be subject to, kind of just whatever we want to put you at. You could be behind the camera. If Griff or I just kind of had a rough day and, a lot of tense anger build up, you might see it taken out on you.
Yeah, so 5 big ones.
And also it is a requirement for you guys to sleep in the podcast studio with us because we feel like the best bonding time is done right before shut-eye.
So for $5,000, you will pretty much just have a spot in this room.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then to cap it off, the biggest big enchilada, you will be taking one of our spots here at the WFF podcast. We kind of wanted to do this evenly, maybe like a coin flip because we don't know, who's going to be giving it up. But we want to make it fair for Griff and I because we both really love doing this for you guys, and we both kind of depend on this for that little extra pocket change. I have a lot of a fair amount of dates that I need to be providing for, so I kind of rely on that.
Well, it's fair to say that you're trying to make it kind of a fair chance of taking each one of our spots, but
it's going to be fair.
I think we're both kind of on the same page that he's on his way out and I'm kind of on my way in.
We're not on that page at all. No,
his ceiling is much lower than mine. I haven't peaked yet.
If anything, I've been doing most of the legwork for this podcast.
Well, you should probably do some legwork.
We might be lowering this price and maybe shifting it to just one person goes out because it's been tough. I'm just gonna say that it's been tough to work with my counterpart here.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
and
thanks for tuning in.
We'll see one of you right there. Sure hope so.
Yeah, maybe you don't have to keep saying it, I guess, but because the chances are, not the chances, but hopefully you will be joining me, and I think you will be.
I wouldn't say
satisfied.
that, but I can't wait. If you want to kind of do it under the table, let me know.
So we'll see you guys next week.
I can't wait to have a new guest, host.
It's gonna be great. I look forward to running this podcast with a new member.
Anyways, I'll see whoever pays that $10,000 next week,
Yeah.
and Alex will be out of here. Thank God.
Why